everybody. Glad you could be here. We're gonna get deep into LinkedIn. And I even had something fun happen right before. I love shiny objects. I had something really fun happen right before this meeting started, and we're gonna look at it at the end. And you're gonna hear dogs. No, no dogs. This is my life. Okay. All right. Housekeeping. Lines muted unless speaking, or dogs are barking. Share stories, experiences, tips, ask questions, make recommendations, tell us what you want to know. We always love great recommendations from all of you. So anytime you want to send us a recommendation of something that is on your mind or you want to learn more about, or something that's been bugging you that you just can't get past, let us know. Yay, introductions. I'll just go first and you ladies can introduce yourselves. I'm Valerie Van Boeven. I'm a registered nurse and the founder and co-owner of Approved Senior Network. These ladies above my head here on the screen are the real stars of the show, and they are amazing. I'm going to present today about LinkedIn because I like the digital part of this. But Annette, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Annette Ziegler. I have been with ASN almost a year. I teach the sales training classes. I see a lot of my students here. Glad you're here. Really excited to hear about your presentation today, Valerie. We do a little bit of LinkedIn on our sales training, but I was letting everybody know you're going to do a deep dive. So anxious to hear about it. Okay.
I guess I'll go since I'm next to you. I'm Lisa Marcellet with Approved Senior Network. Hey, I've been here for 2 years now, and I just love being a part of all of this, your journey. I was in home care forever and a day. I was in newspaper and online marketing before that. And again, I'm just happy to be here, happy to help you guys. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. I feel like I know everyone here now. I feel like I'm getting to know everyone, but yeah, go ahead, Dawn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dawn Fiella. I've been with the Proof Senior Network almost 3 years. I have been in home care for a long time, and I am really happy to be a part of your journey. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey and serving those clients out there. It's really important work that you're doing, and we're here to help you in any way that we can.
Okay, awesome. These ladies are all lovely, so feel free to put your question in the chat. I think we prefer that. So you see the little chat down there. Lisa and Dawn and Annette will be watching the chat. So if you have questions as I roll through this, just put them in the chat there and I will answer your questions. All right, let's see. Okay, agenda. Okay, free giveaway. So I should start with this, even though you ladies know more about this than I do. One attendee will receive a set of customized May leave behinds with their logos, colors, and contact information. You must attend to be eligible. Are we doing that right now? What does that mean?
Yes, they need to
Oh.
type in yes in the chat.
Okay.
But they have to promise. Go ahead, Valerie. You know what they have to promise.
Okay, so we will give away a set of customized leave behinds for May. You have to promise, and you're going to see this in the presentation. You're going to see what our last winner did. You have to take pictures. You have to promise to do it, go out there, be out there, and have some cutesy stuff put together to serve your community with. So you have to promise to do that and take pictures. And we're going to show you what that looks like. So if you want to be on the list to have your name drawn to receive those customized leave behinds, put a yes in the chat.
Yes, in the chat.
Lisa will draw a name and we will notify you that you're the winner. All right. So the agenda today, what's different about LinkedIn? LinkedIn was kind of meh for a while, but it's not anymore. What should you be doing now? Does LinkedIn create leads or referrals? Simple updates to your profile and business page that you should make now. Final thoughts on getting the most out of LinkedIn, secret tips and tricks. And boy, do I have one for you. And April through June leave behinds. Maybe we still do March, but Lisa's going to do April through June leave behinds. And we moved something to the very end. We are going to talk about how to see all the previous meetings that we've had, how to watch the replays. We move that to the end now because I think, especially podcast wise, people just want to get to it and we're not repeating ourselves and endlessly about that. So we'll still talk about it. All right. So LinkedIn. LinkedIn today is like that high school nerd who hit the gym, got a stylist, and now runs a startup. Here's how it's changed over the last 3 to 4 years. So LinkedIn was meh, Microsoft bought it and it went even more meh. I think Microsoft maybe still owns it, but it's had a, what my kids would say, a glow up. We're going to look at what's happened. All right, what's different about LinkedIn? More content, less resume vibes. So, when in the beginning, in the dark ages, when I was on LinkedIn a million years ago, it was mostly resumes, job postings, and humble brags. Do you know what a humble brag is? I don't know. I guess I probably humble brag once in a while. Now people are posting like it's Facebook meets TED Talk, personal stories, thought leadership, memes, hot takes. That's the new normal. I will say that it is not like Facebook in that we don't want to see pictures of your grandchildren or unless it's like an achievement. Like once in a while, I'll post my kids if they're doing something that's a really cool achievement, like graduating from high school or some kind of honor or something. But for the most part, it's not all about family stuff. It's not about funny memes as much as it is as business, but personal stories, thought leadership, appropriate memes, and hot takes are the new normal. The translation is of this, you can go viral talking about your dog and your Q1 KPIs if you can mush that all together. So especially if you have a dog that's an office dog, that would be awesome. All right, let's keep going. Video and creator tools took over. Please hear me on this. Video is where it's at. It's not just on LinkedIn, it's on everything. If you haven't gotten into creating videos, there's so much you can do, even without your face in the video. It's just a matter of getting used to it and doing it. That little phone you have in your hand is all you need to create videos. Back then, text posts ruled, and uploading a video was like sending a fax. And that's true. It took forever to get a video to load. And now native video, carousels, live streams, and creator mode make it easier to build a following. So the more that the successful home care agencies I see out there are posting videos of their community outreach efforts, they're talking to other professionals, they are honoring their caregivers, and they're doing a little short video about it. It doesn't have to be long. You don't have to look like $1 million. It can be natural. You can be a B2B influencer without even wearing pants. Just aim the webcam high. Anytime you go on video and talk right to the camera, that is absolutely a plus for you. People are going to watch your face on that camera talking about either the victories you've had this week in home care, or maybe some of the not so great moments you've had that you want to share with others that might be in the same boat you're in. The more wisdom you put out there on video, the more people will take notice. Okay, networking is better than resume stalking. So back then, it was so much more about finding a job or finding that next amazing job. Back then, we would connect, wait for a recruiter, repeat. I don't know that I ever did that, but I did get a lot of people inquiring if I was interested in some kind of job on LinkedIn. That's pretty much stopped. You can do recruiting on LinkedIn, of course, and with paid posts and stuff like that. But now engaging with posts and building a personal brand equals inbound leads for jobs, clients, and partnerships. So people will say to me, should I post this on my company page or should I post this on my personal page? And my reaction to that is, or my answer to that is, on LinkedIn, nothing should be personal. It's all business. So your personal profile, on that profile, you should be the cheerleader for whatever business you're working for or for whatever business you own. You are a cheerleader for that business. People want to do business with your face. They want to know who you are as the owner. Yes, it's important to make sure your company page also is recognized, and it's recognized that you're part of that company. We'll talk about that in a minute. but making sure that you are building a personal brand. If you're not the owner of the business that you work for, making sure you max out your LinkedIn profile is even more important, because you want to build your personal brand and you want to shine on LinkedIn. But right now, whatever company you work for, you should be their cheerleader on your personal, which is really your professional profile, and on their Facebook business page. So both. The DM slide is alive and well, but it's usually work flirty. That doesn't make any sense to me. What really happens here is that I get a lot of spam coming into my emails. Do you guys get a lot of spam? I bet you do. Yeah. So once in a while, though, I will get someone who is reaching out to me to try and figure out how to get a hold of us or about our services, which is perfect. Or they just want to say hi, and that's okay too. But we do get a lot of spam. So I only take in communication with LinkedIn, person, whatever, DMs or whatever. I only take that seriously when I know the person and we're trying to get off of LinkedIn and get into email. And it happens a lot, but I will say that I do get a lot of spam there. So I don't rely on it for communication all the time. The algorithm is spicier today than it used to be. Back then, engagement felt like crickets in a library, and that is the truth. Nobody liked anything, nobody reposted anything, nobody commented on anything. It was like you're just posting to the wall. But today, you need to be consistent. You are in a niche. You're in the niche of home care, of healthcare, of home health care, of non-medical home care. You're in senior care. This is your niche. You want to stay in that niche, and you want to post consistency. You want to post with consistency, and you also want to comment, repost, help other people with their engagement as well. And in turn, they will help you. Especially commenting is a really good way. I find that one of the easiest ways for me to connect with someone is, you know how, I don't know if you guys see this, but somebody will say, there'll be a post that goes up, I don't know if it's automatic, that says, I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary at whatever home care agency or whatever place they work. I will almost always say, congratulations, Mary, or whatever it is. Not because I know Mary or because I don't have no idea who Mary is, but if it's in my niche, I'm going to congratulate her for making it a year in home care in whatever role she's in, or 10 years or 5 years, because she might be someone I want to know. And those come up on my feed all the time. So I'm always congratulating people on their work accomplishments. And I highly recommend that you do that too. As you're scrolling through, just compliment them. Even a mildly hot take can blow up if it sparks conversation. Don't be too spicy. This isn't Twitter. If you're doing a hot take, which means just something you've observed, something that's happened, just be professional about it. We don't want to go the way of the Twitter or the X, where we can just talk about anything and be crass or weird. Still keep it professional. You can be funny, engaging. We all know what business we're in, and we all know what is a little bit too over the top. So just keep it a little spicy and fun, but not over the top. All right, AI, automation, and sales tools. Back then, cold outreach was mostly manual and awkward. Yes, you would reach out to people and try to connect with them, and it was awkward. Now there are AI tools and Chrome extensions that are making outreach slick, but also noisier. So I get a lot of friend requests, and they may not be really, we don't call them friend requests on LinkedIn, maybe connection requests. And it used to be, because you'll see, if you look at my profile, you'll see I have 15,000 connections or something. I would accept everybody's connection requests a long time ago. Now I'm picky. I don't need to know who you are, but if you're in another country selling, I don't know, zippy tools or something weird like that, I am not going to connect with you, because I don't want to hear your pitch. I don't want to know what you have to say. I don't want to know anything about you. If you're trying to reach out to me because you want to help my agency have better numbers or get more leads, I'm not going to connect with you, because I got that covered, buddy. But if you reach out to me because you own a home care agency, or you market a home care agency, or you're in the home care business and you want me to follow your company's page and maybe connect with you, absolutely, I will do that. I will absolutely do that. I don't have to know you personally. I want to follow as many people as I can, and I want to connect with as many people in this niche that I can. All right, standing out takes creativity or actual effort. It does. Actually reaching out to people, there's a whole list, maybe on your dashboard, or I don't know, we'll go to mine live and look at it. There's a whole section that tells me, here's some people you might want to connect with. And I go through and pick and choose people, and I look at what they do for a living. And I'm going to show you why it's important that you put what you do for a living in your bio. And if I can tell what they do for a living, I might connect with them because they might be somebody who's important to me down the road. And not everybody accepts my connection requests, but most do because we're all in the same bag. Do we have any questions? No? Good? Okay. Thought leadership. Thought leadership is the new SEO. Back then, blogging on Medium or company websites was important, but now posting regularly on LinkedIn is how people show off their expertise and attract business. Okay. Your translation, your 3 lessons I learned scaling my agency post. Your 3 lessons I learned scaling my agency post away from blowing up. Okay. So you can put really long posts on LinkedIn. You can have them written. You can write them. You can have AI write them. Be careful. Everybody's starting to know when something sounds corn dog because it was written by AI. But I'm going to show you how to fix that. But if you have some really good thoughts about how you scaled your agency or how you overcame a critical staffing crisis, people want to know about that. And you can make a really long post about something like that on LinkedIn. The other thing you can do is start a newsletter. And you can post that newsletter every single day. You could have a long post about some topic every day. And what's great about that, this is one of my secret tips and tricks, is that all the people that you can invite people to subscribe to your newsletter, and all the people that subscribe are going to get that newsletter, whether it's 1 article or 10 articles in the newsletter, they're going to get that when you hit publish. They're not only going to see it in their feed, but they're also going to get it via email. And LinkedIn emails do not go to spam. So what I do is if we have a weekly newsletter that goes out. So I put the weekly newsletter out from our email to our email list. And then I copy and paste that same email into my newsletter on LinkedIn and send it out that way. And it gets a ton of attraction and readership that way. A long post will make it. They will get attention. More real talk, less corporate speak. So buzzwords like synergy and pivot ruled back then. Pivot. Now authenticity wins. Even in B2B, personality is profitable. And we talked about this earlier with video. It's okay to be human. In fact, it's expected. I don't know how many of you are TikTokers or have looked at TikTok, but the people who are the most normal on TikTok, they don't have to have filters, they don't have to have their hair fixed. They're just talking to you about an issue they had today, or how their husband's driving them crazy, or how their work is driving them crazy, or whatever it is. Those people who resonate with you are just being real. And I would say, with a touch of professionalism, it's okay to be human. And it's okay to say, I had a really bad day today, or I had a really great day today. And I want to tell you how we got here, because it wasn't always great every day. Just share with people what's going on in your work life, and you will have a following in no time at all. People love that. All right, let's move on. What should you be doing now? So here we go. Stop selling and start storytelling. Okay, so a lot of our posts that we still see today say we provide compassionate care to seniors. Call us today. The new way to do that is meet Mr. Thompson. After a fall, his daughter was overwhelmed, and here's how we helped. So you're storytelling instead of saying, here's what we do and why it works. Stories humanize your brand, showcase your results, and stop the scroll. So here is the #1 thing you should be doing. Stop selling, start storytelling. And if you need help with that, I need everybody here to start understanding what AI is and how it can help you tell a story. If you just put in a few bullet points about what happened to Mr. Thompson and maybe change his name, an AI, a good AI like ChatGPT, will write the story for you if you ask it to. You don't have to struggle with all this. All right, so start storytelling. Build a personal brand. Yes, you, owner or marketer. Don't hide behind the logo. I've said this for years. Do not hide behind your website. Don't hide behind your logo. People trust people, and especially in this business, they don't want to do business with your logo. They want to do business with you and your face. Be part of this organization. The most successful home care agencies we see out there with their social media are folks who have pictures of their real staff, their real team, doing great things. You, your people, even if it's just somebody answering the phone, get those people out there. Show people how your office works. Share behind the scenes, challenges, lessons, and real talk from the trenches. Think 3 things I've learned from marketing home care for 10 years, or why caregivers ghost interviews and what we did to fix it. Those are just 2 titles that you could use and write a little post about them, maybe make a video about it, and just talk about it. So don't hide behind the logo. Use creator mode and post at least weekly. You can turn on creator mode on LinkedIn and you can showcase, I just put a few examples here, topics like home care marketing, senior care solutions, caregiver recruitment. Post 2 to 3 times per week. That would be my recommendation, 2 to 3 times per week, 1 story, 1 tip or resource, and 1 conversation starter. A goldmine idea. What's the one thing you wish families understood about aging at home? What is the one thing that you wish families understood about aging at home? You can ask that question. You can also have your own personal answer to that. And you can engage with other folks that are doing the same thing you're doing and get a lot of engagement that way. Thought leadership equals lead generation. So how do you get leads and referrals? Instead of DM me for a consultation, do a quick case study, 5 things families overlook when hiring a caregiver, the challenges in staffing with solutions, of course. Build trust first, and the folks reaching out will follow. Now, you are a local business. So one of the things I would also recommend is that you use some hashtags that are local to you. So if you share, I always use Fairfax for whatever reason as an example. If you are in the Fairfax, Virginia area, let's say, use hashtag Fairfax or hashtag Fairfax VA. Localize every single post so that people know where you are, and also reach out and talk to businesses in that local area. Make sure you join groups that are your local chamber of commerce or local Fairfax meetups or whatever they are that exist out there. Be part of those local groups. You never know where a lead's going to come from or a referral. Everybody that's on LinkedIn or who's paying attention has a mother, a father, a grandparent. And so it might be somebody who's a plumber that suddenly needs help for their mother. If you are someone who's very visible out there, you may be that first person they reach out to and say, hey, I see you're really good at this. Here's what's happening at my house. And you can help them with some tips and maybe get some business out of it. Connect with referral partners strategically. Search and connect with geriatric care managers, hospital discharge planners, elder law attorneys, senior living marketing directors. Comment on their stuff before you send a message, memorable before you're salesy. In other words, if you know that geriatric care manager is in your wheelhouse somewhere in your local area, comment on her stuff. I do this all the time. I am constantly, now we're nationwide, so it doesn't matter to me, but I am constantly commenting on other people's wins, or maybe they just put up some kind of event they attended or whatever. I will try to comment something like, great job. This looks great. How amazing. Those are so cute. So glad you guys got together. And if it's somebody local to me, there are lots of local people on I will comment something that's more local, like that makes more sense locally that we both know about. So be sure to hit up all the people in your local area. And you can search by location on LinkedIn. You can search for people by location and just connect with them. All right, use video, even if it's just you talking in your car. How many of you have noticed that people sit in their car with their seatbelt on, not driving, and they are talking to you? You know what? Here's what I think, especially if you have kids and dogs. It's the only place where you can get a quiet moment. You cannot get a quiet, private moment anywhere but in your car as a mother or father. But I know as a mom, I could sit in the car and talk to you all day because I'm not going to get interrupted. Maybe nobody knows where I am if I go park somewhere else. And I can just sit and talk to my camera. I don't have to worry about anything. I can just go away and be quiet in the library parking lot, wherever. Use video.
So true.
Oh my God. You don't need fancy gear. You just need that phone that's in your hand. Video topics that crush. What to ask a home care agency before you hire. We talk about that all the time. 20 questions to ask a home care agency before you hire them. Why private caregivers can be risky and how to protect your loved one. Add subtitles. People scroll silently while avoiding actual work. So at night, when I am looking at videos, I'm not trying to avoid work, but I am trying to avoid bothering other people in my house when they're asleep, or maybe they're watching a video and I don't want to turn mine on too. So I love it when people have the subtitles there so I can just read what they're saying. Not everybody does that, but there are ways you can do that. And you can also use other platforms. If you like TikTok because it gives you a filter. Which I could use at all times. If you like TikTok because it gives you a filter, you can record your video on using the TikTok app and just download it to your phone and then just upload it to LinkedIn later. You don't have to record it just on your regular phone. You can record it somewhere else, save it to your phone, and then upload it to LinkedIn later. And then when you get the filter, because I'm gonna scare people away if I'm not filtered. Anyways, that's
Oops.
not the deal. Oh, you have a question?
Sorry, we have a question. Yeah. How do we find local case manager or discharge planner in the facilities? And I think you were going to go live and probably show that anyways,
Yeah,
but in the search.
Yep, I can show you how to do that. Engage to be seen, like and comment on local hospital, rehab, and healthcare leader posts. I'm not looking to do business with Mercy Health System in St. Louis. I just grew up there. That's where I was a nurse for a long time. So when they post something, I usually comment it on like it, but just because I like the Mercy Health System and I still know some of those faces. Be visible before you pitch. So make sure you're giving someone love and comments and goodness before you say, hey, by the way, give me that lead. Also comment on industry hot takes to join the conversation and boost your reach. All right. Oh, bonus. Use carousels and document posts. You can upload PDFs as a swipe through post. It's great for the top 10 home safety tips for seniors or a checklist. Is your loved one ready for home care? These posts get insane engagement because people linger. They want to read the whole thing. All right. This I put up there because I wanted you guys to see a couple of different things. This is my tips and tricks. You see how there's a banner behind my head? Whatever organization you work for right now, you should have a banner behind your head. If you work for yourself or you work for ABC Home Care, you should have something that denotes that. You can change it if you leave them, but you need to have something like that behind your head. And then this description right here, whoop, look at that. Look at all these people who are branding
Hey.
our business. So if you have one of these made, so you can see that our graphic designer made these for everyone. So Dawn has one, Annette has one, Mark. And so we all look the same. So anytime somebody is conversing with one of these people, they see our website and they see other things on there. So that's great. But also I wanted to point out this. Underneath, this might be a little overkill for you all. Underneath my name, there's a place like right here. If you tap the pencil, I think you can edit this. What I see a lot under here is, and I'm going to show you this, is owner, and that's it. And I don't know what you're the owner of. I have no idea what you could be the owner of a car dealership. I have no idea. So put a description of what you do, who you are, and who you help right here. All right, so let's go back here. So this is branding with, you can have the same banner for everybody. Okay, so here's my little example. Use LinkedIn to get in front of referral sources. So Christine Carter, I don't know Christine, sorry, Christine, whoever you are. She's the chief nursing officer of what? Of what? Of a home care agency, of an assisted living, of a nursing home. I don't know what she does for a living. And this is another one. Amanda, she's a community liaison. For who? Of what? So be sure to not just put that title there like that. Like this one says LCSW at SSM Health. I know this person is a counselor at SSM Health, real estate agent at Laura McCarthy Realtors. I get it. So be sure to complete the sentence of what or who, so that when people look at you, they know, oh yeah, I know who that is, or I know what organization that is. And here's a couple more that we picked out. So for Dale, is such a good sport. Dale York is the founder and owner at Cardinal Home Care. I mentioned to him that he should probably add the service area. There's a lot of Cardinal Home Cares in the world, but I know it says Fairfax, Virginia right there, but in certain places on LinkedIn, it doesn't show any of that. So I would put a few more words about what Cardinal Home Care does and the areas they serve. And this is good. Julie Wagner, community liaison, home care consultant at Advisor Care. So you can see these people. I'm not a fan of Jim's a great guy, care receiver and caregiver. I need more information. Does he own a home care agency? What does that mean to me as a consumer? So those are some of the things I'd want to know. Also, here are some posts that I grabbed from, these are old posts, but this is what it looks like when you're actually doing engaging posts. So you can see that Jim took pictures of all these different events they were at. He tagged the other organizations, the Chamber of Commerce. He tagged people in this one. That's how you get more engagement. Bring those people with you into the post. Stan Kowalski is tagged here. Applause Home Care is tagged here. So you can just see how getting involved. This is a great community involvement post. He did the Little League team. That's cute. So I said I would go to Real LinkedIn and show you a couple of things. All right, so here's my LinkedIn profile. Can everybody see that? I'll make it big. All right, so right here, you can see how it says 17 years home care marketing and sales. We help, blah, 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 blah. So let's click on me. This is a little different than it was before. 17 years home care marketing and sales. We help home care agencies get more clients. I put what we did, what we do. I didn't say that I was the owner. I don't care about that as much, but you can see that I still have that banner there. And you can see my posts here and then my experience. But let's just go to old LinkedIn. Let's go to my network. So this is how I look for people to connect with. So I went up here to network, and it looks like Nina Haynes accepted my invitation to attend the Science of Selling Home Care. Woohoo! That's a webinar we have coming up. So what I do is I look here. And I say, okay, Lisa Swanson, founder of Mobile One Docs LLC. I might want to connect with her. I'll send her a connect. I never try to send people like a note or anything because that's annoying. Vice President of Operations at Fellowship, not sure what that is. Also, if their picture is missing, I'm not going to deal with that. Executive Director at Brookdale Senior Living, that might be good for some of you. Of Vista Senior Living. So people you may know based on your recent activity. You can go through hospice care consultant. She might be a great one to executive director, home health and hospice. She might be a great one to connect with. Executive director see these are independent living. These are people all over, assisted living all over the place. People you may know from home care and healthcare advocacy. Education coordinator at Missouri League of VP of Sales and Marketing. So here's one where you don't know what they're really doing. Shannon Samuels, is VP of Sales and Marketing for what? I don't know. Executive Director of what? Put your stuff in there. So anyway, that's how I look around. See, is there anybody I might want to connect with today and catch up with it? So also if you go to, that's under grow. Okay. If you go to catch up, you can see people who are like, if they do have a job change, you can send them a congrats on your new role if you care to. It's already kind of written out for you. So if you wanted to do that, you could. You can do birthdays. So you can say happy birthday to people. Work anniversaries. You can go through here and congratulate people on their work anniversaries. So there's lots of ways to reach out to people and say hello and how are you. I also like to go to notifications right here. And in notifications, I can see what people in my group have posted. And then I see this one, Valerie, it's inspiring to see how Proof Senior Network transforms operational challenges into growth. So I might want to say something back to him. People commenting on my posts, people reposting our posts. I can see all the things that are happening with my connections. So how do I find people who are in my local area? So what I'm going to do is, let's see, let's go to home. I'm going to search, let's see, St. Louis. Oh, Lord. St. Louis. If I just type in St. Louis, it's going to ask me, do I want to see people, posts, jobs, companies, groups? Let's try St. Louis. This is why I use Fairfax, because where I live, it's nobody knows which way to do it. Let's do Fairfax. Okay, so I want to see people in the Fairfax area. And so if I go down here, I can see anybody who has talked about Fairfax. But let's see locations. I can search by anyone in for Fairfax, Virginia. Current company. I could say Inova Fairfax Hospital. It gives me a list. So show results. So now I can go through here and see who I might want to connect with that works at Fairfax Nova Hospital. So what I did was I just started with a typed in Fairfax, and then I looked for people and people who worked at Inova Fairfax. And then I went through here and I can connect with all of these people or any of these people that I feel like I might. If I really want to get in with Inova Fairfax, then I'm going to keep looking for people like this. And if I go to all filters, I can see over here what I'm looking for. What about MedStar Washington Hospital Center or MedStar Georgetown, Inova Health, Georgetown? Okay, so show results. So I've clicked all of them in the Fairfax area or Northern Virginia area. Senior Director of Transplant Operations, registered nurse, registered art therapist, gastroenterologist, founder and CEO. Some of them won't make any sense, but some of them will make a lot of sense. Clinical educators. You see how I'm doing that? Just searching for the location and the company they work for. If the company is not on this list, I can just type in whatever company it is that I want to. I just want Mercy. Now it's going to say no results. Let's remove all filters and let's see. Let's go to people, but we want to do current company. Let's try Mercy again. Show results. Okay, so everybody who's on LinkedIn who works at Mercy is going to be in here if they haven't have an account in here. So that's a big health system near me. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Just start using all these features. All you have to do is connect and then watch your feed. I used to say this and I still believe it's true. In the evening, after dinner's over, everybody's quiet again for a few minutes, get on your phone, make sure LinkedIn's on your phone, and just go through and connect with people. You don't have to have a lot of brain waves. You don't have to make big comments, just connect with folks. All right, if I don't stop talking, I'm not going to leave any.
There was one quick question, sorry, about using your company page or your personal. Which is best, or how do they connect?
Both. So personally, you want to connect with as many people as you can that makes sense for you to connect with. Your company page. So let's go to our company page, Approved Senior Network. Whoops, that wasn't what I meant to do. Let's go here. I am admin of a lot because this is what we do. But let's go to ours. Hold on, sorry. Takes a minute. Here we go. All right, here is my company page, our company page. And what I like to do is invite followers. You need to invite people to follow your page. Invite followers of similar, you have 250, I get 250 invites a month. So maybe I want to invite some people, followers of similar pages. This might not be exactly what I want, but I could add some of these and ask them to follow my page. Let's see current companies. Let's look at my connections. So here are my connections. And I want to say current company is Right at Home. Show results. Okay, so I might want to invite these people to follow my page. And the reason I want to do that, so you can see some of the people I have invited are now following me. So you can see they're following. It won't let you continuously invite people if you've already done it. So I'm going to ask these people if they would like to follow my page. And I don't have to say anything. I just say invite 10. And that's it. And I can keep doing that up to 250. So that's how I get people to follow our page. So if you want to see our analytics, I can click on analytics right here and I can see followers. Right now we have 1,777 followers. You can tell I haven't been paying attention in the last 30 days. So we have 21 new followers, but we've had more in previous months. Let's see. You can see where all of our followers are. So this is different than people being connections with you. And I can see all my followers here. So I can see a lot of information about, I want to grow this business page just as much as I want to grow my personal audience. So grow your personal brand and at the same time, go in and at the bottom of this page, grow your followers. Invite.
Valerie, can I add something just real quick? I don't know if you touched it or not. Somebody had asked about how to find out who's in the buildings and how to reach people that are in a skilled nursing facility. You can type the skilled nursing facility in the search bar as long as people have said that's where they work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's one here, like I just did it, Chandler, Arizona. There's one called Desert Cove Nursing, and the DON is listed. So know that you can do that too. If you're not sure who works in the building, this might be a great way to find out. So where is she? I don't know if you're in Chandler, but when I was in Chandler, they popped up.
Just know that, can you see Todd Corliss? It says Life Care Centers of America, but it says current Chief Executive Director of Desert Cove Nursing Center.
Life Care bought Desert Cove, so that's why they're.
So just be sure to look. Sometimes it'll pull up a person who doesn't work there anymore. So just, you might want to click on them and find out exactly what they're doing. See, it says past Director of Rehab Physical Therapist at Desert Cove Nursing Center. So this person may not work there anymore. So just take, but you can see.
Hi, Valerie.
Hello.
Hi, Vincent here. I got a quick insight. Usually what I've been doing when I go on LinkedIn is I look at the facilities in my area and then I look for the websites on LinkedIn and then I go to people within that facility and I'm able to pull the current employees. Sometimes I pull past employees, but I've been trying to connect that way.
Yes, if I go to companies and I go to
Yes.
Desert Cove,
Great,
you
Vincent.
can also do it this way and you can go to people. Now,
Mhm.
the challenge is,
There we go.
yeah, there you go. They may or may not have, you see how it says LinkedIn member. Some of them have said that,
Correct.
some of them have not So it may be a little bit hit or miss here, but if you have a really big facility, you're going to have a lot of people that have said, I work at on LinkedIn. Yeah, this is the other way to do it. You can just go to their company page and
Yeah. And if you see them walking the floor, now you know what they look like.
Yep, that's
yeah.
true. I mean,
That's exactly the reason, because you can see who is to the, yeah, say, hey, I know you from somewhere.
Yes. Don't I know you?
you look
Exactly.
It's Vincent from
Like that.
sales training. He's in our sales training class and he's
Smart, Vincent.
really great job. Thank you for that, Vincent.
Yeah.
We have another
Um,
question.
Yeah.
Do you have access to all these features without premium service?
I do use premium, but you have access to a ton of features without
Yeah.
premium. You're gonna have to look like this one is a premium, invite followers of similar pages, but I didn't even like that.
Yeah.
So you can see the ones that are premium, but you can do a ton at the free level. In fact, I think I might be the only one that has premium in our group, right? Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, I just use the search bar. I don't use the
Yeah.
filters. I don't know if that's premium
Allows
though,
you
but
to, like look to see who's looking at you.
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't have the
Yeah.
premium, but I could do mostly everything except see who's spying on me.
Exactly.
If you have premium, you can see who's looking at your
For sure.
page.
Yeah, I can see
Oh, that's
who's
right.
been looking at my page with like all these people have looked at my page recently, and that's fine. I don't care. But look at Annette stalking me right there.
Always. Just
Um,
kidding.
So
Always stalking.
I
But you know what?
repost your things. That's why.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you can look at me all day. I don't care. I
All
don't know what.
day.
All right. But having said that, post impressions, there's so much you can do without, you do not need premium to be a wizard at this. Most people don't have premium. So you just get that company page up, make sure it's the right one, connect with the right one. And if your business hasn't claimed theirs, get it jazzed up. Your company page needs to look really good if you're going to do that. I don't know why this keeps taking me back to here. Let's go to this. That didn't help either. How about this? There we go. So if I view it as a member, I want to see what other people see. So you can see how our brand kind of colors and things are in there. This is what the homepage of our website looked like. I probably need to update that a little bit. And you can just get a good idea of how other people view all your things on your company page. But do post on your company page, post on your personal page, or share from one to the other. So yeah, and videos where it's at. So I'm going to give this back to Lisa. Lisa.
Thank you. Okay. Home care marketing store. Is this where I'm starting?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys aren't familiar yet, whoa.
All right.
There we go. It's okay. We wanted to put everything in one place for you so that you don't have to go search and price check and all of that. So we really try to make sure that we're looking at like things that are like under $1 or something like that for each time that you go out. If you go to homecaremarketingnews.com/store, you can go on to March, April, May, June, click on those there, and you will be able to see anything that we went and found to go with some of the leave behind. So these are the inexpensive little giveaways to take out with those things. Okay. So you can go there. You don't have to go there. We just thought that we would do that so you guys have like a one-stop shop. You can go anywhere to buy this stuff though. March leave behind winner Fahima with Incredicare. This is absolutely adorable. I love these little watering cans. Oh my gosh, let's grow together. This is super cute. And of course, pinch protection is always cool. Really good job. Awesome.
So what
That
did
was
we
the-
do? What did
that
we
was
do
the
for
March.
Fahima? We just put her logo and information on them. She printed them out and stuck them on stuff. She bought all the stuff.
How cute is that little? Oh my gosh, that's adorable. That's adorable.
A
Really
little
cute.
watering can. It's so
Love it. Very cool. So see, you can take our ideas and run with them, right? So this is really cool. Awesome. Cool. Good job, Fahima. Okay, next slide. Okay, so it's still March, right? So you guys have a couple of days left. I would say just get out there. Any social workers that you get to talk to at all, go out and let them know that you appreciate all they do and ask them how you can take off their plate or you can get patients home safely. A couple more days. So I would definitely go out and tell them thank you and that you appreciate them. We still have these here on the store as well. Here you have these little mesh zipper pouches. So I actually ordered some and I got the wrong size. I got the ginormous one, but they work. They're just large. Thought they were going to be a lot smaller. I got the wrong size. So there's like A4, A3. Don't get A4. And then now I have a ton of them. And here's some social work stickers. These are just really cute. Annette has used these in the past. And I think pairing them together is a really cute idea to go take out when you're saying you appreciate them. We want to come up with practical things that I think they'll use. April, again, I'm not going to go through this too much because we're going to run out of time here, but planting seeds of support helps patients thrive at home. National Garden Month. So we want to let them know little messages here and there about what we do. April, leave behind. Oh yeah, blooming seed. Okay, so I've never seen these before. These are super cute until I found them online, but there's seeds inside these little cute papers and you just soak them for a sec and they will bloom into beautiful flowers or whatever it is. And then those little things. Okay. We want to vitamin C you, stay healthy. Boom. This is a really easy one. I used to do this back in the day before I knew how to use Canva. And I would just take a thing of oranges or cuties and tell people this to their face. And it was corny, yes, but they loved it. And you can pair this with anything like this water and little hydration stuff. And I actually reused this in another slide for Hydration Day coming up in June. But I think it's always a good thing to make sure we're taking care of our referral partners and making sure they hydrate because I know they don't drink water. They drink coffee and lots of it. Another one, last minute discharges got your feathers ruffled. We're ready to spring into action. We're no chickens, but take this out. This is for spring and pair it with next slide here. Just cute little bunnies on top of a carrot pen, some little spring flower shaped sticky notes, anything like that. You can come up, we really want to see what you guys come up with too. These are just, again, ideas you can use. Next one. Okay, another May, flipping the script on aging, 20 ways to keep seniors young at heart. So this one is going to be, it's really designed to bring people out, social worker out, director of nursing out to talk to you. So you want them to know that you've got something exciting to show them that you can share with families when they come in, or even put it into the onboarding packaging or new move-ins, right? Lots of different little ideas here. Yeah. And we can skip this. I just wanted to line item it a little bigger for you so you could see what it was. Nurses Week, don't forget May 6th to May 12th. Make sure you go out and tell them thank you. Next slide. I'm try to go through really fast. All of this is adorbs. I was really getting into it, but you can go into the store and find all these cute little things. I thought these little straw covers were really cute because I just wouldn't want all those germs going into my drinks.
Love these. My kids love these. Have them for Christmas.
Yes.
These are
Yes.
nice little straw covers. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cute and functional, right? Someone would appreciate this. Go ahead and celebrate Mother's Day as well in May. Take these out, and a lot of these are, I feel like, interchangeable. We can use these for a lot of different things, but eye masks, steam masks, hand and foot masks. You can put them in a little baggie with your logo, and you're good to go. This one is Protect Your Skin. It's Skin Cancer Awareness Month, also in May. And so we paired these with these little stickies that change color when you've had too much sunshine. So they're clear or white before you go out, and they turn purple once you have too many rays. And there's all these different ones, not just smileys and hearts, but there's like dinosaurs and you name it. They're really cute. They really stepped it up. Okay, this one, home care you can wager on. It's the Kentucky Derby. And the guys really wanted this. A lot of our guys are like, yeah, none of that stuff is really flowery. So could you do something cool like this? So I thought this was really cool, and I hope everyone uses it and takes pictures and shows us. And although some of these were like for weddings, I think that I just really liked the horseshoe feel, and nothing says weddings. I think it's cute. It just says thank you for celebrating with us or something like that. You can remove that if it doesn't make sense for you and just add this little horseshoe to your leave behind. Maybe put a ribbon through and pair it. Okay, June leave behind. So another one, I keep reading the June leave behind. I don't know why. It's National Safety Month. And so the idea for this is to get the social worker to come out and speak with you about Safety Month, how you can help their patients get home safely, and maybe try saying something like this. Dawn, help me with this one. June is Safety Month, and we have something for you and your patients I'd like to share with you. Get them to come out, talk to them, give them this flyer. They can use this flyer to show families. This is just a snippet of a checklist that we're going to go through. And then if you go to the next slide, I thought that giving the social workers something that they can use in their office where they spend a lot of their day, these silicone cord, the cable cord organizers, so that there's no trips, no falls, and everything's kind of very safely tucked away. I think it has a little bit to do with safety. And then these phone charger and cord clips that keeps everything just right there where they need it. They're not going to trip and fall and over these things. So thought this would be useful for them. Celebrate Father's Day. Yay, you can take that out to everybody. And you can pair that with, how about some scratch off dad jokes? I love them.
This is cute. This is a little cute little thing they can put in their pocket or leave in their car. And
Yes.
dad jokes are all the rage.
Yeah. They don't even have to be dad jokes. They're just cool jokes. Okay. And then, yeah. And then National Hydration Day. I know I had to bring it back. I just felt like it, but I made it yellow and blue instead. But I can pair with these little single guys here with them, or you can take the whole case out and give them a couple boxes of these. But it's really important to stay hydrated. Again, nobody drinks water. So let's make it taste good. Home care in a flash. So it's Lightning Safety Day, June 28th, and our care team is ready to get your patients home safe, same day or last minute discharges. We want them to know this about us. We are not shy. We are not scared. We will be there in a flash. Yeah, let's get them some flashlights or a flash drive. Makes sense
That
to me.
is so funny. I was like, what? How's she gonna do this? And now I see it. Now I see it. Is it cute?
You know what I had to do though? I Googled, do people still use flash drives? No idea. Haven't used one in forever. So I looked it up.
I think the flashlights are pretty cool though. Yeah.
Yeah. They are macaroon colored, in case anyone was wondering. And they had other ones too, but yeah. So how to watch meetings you missed. Oh, am I going to do this or
That's
I
up to
can?
you. I can fly through it.
Either way.
All right. If you've missed a meeting, you're going to want to go to homecaresalesform.com. By the way, thank you, Lisa. You always come up with the best ideas.
Thank you.
Best ideas. And the cornier, the better. That's
Love
your
'em.
memorable is the idea here, right?
Yes.
Homecaresalesform.com. Go there. And once you're in there, use the email we've been sending you reminders to. If you forgot the password, use the forgot password feature. If you're on a desktop, go to the learning tab, find the learning, and you'll see all the videos from 2025 and 2024 as well. You can also click around in the forum and see all kinds of cool stuff that we've been talking about. This is how you see 2025 stuff. You just hit open and it will open for you. And whoop, whoop, and then you can see all the videos with the titles. So it gives you an idea of what we talked about during that video. This is all available on any podcast station also. If you want to listen in your car, mobile version, you download the Collab app, Kollab. It looks like this. The K is like pink and blue. It's Collab by Lead Connector, and it's available for iPhone and Android. You download that, log in with the same username and password you would use on the desktop, and you're in, and you can see all of the discussions. It's like a Facebook group, but not on Facebook. And there's the Android version. You can also watch all the videos by finding the Learning tab, which on the phone is going to be at the bottom. And once you click on that, it'll open up and you can watch any of the videos you want. And you can see, these are just screenshots of some of the fun things that people have been doing over the last few months. Actually, that was almost a year ago. Wow. And that's my last slide. It won't go any further than that. That's it.
Awesome.
Any other
Thank you,
questions? Are we
you.
good?
Someone did ask, how do you connect your personal contacts with your company followers on LinkedIn?
How do you connect your personal contacts with your
So
company?
I think she means like if you have your personal LinkedIn and your company, how do you get the same people on both? Is link them or do you have to get separate?
No, you want to invite your connection. So you need to get as many connections as you can. And every time you get a connection, then you invite them to follow your page, your business page. So connections come first, and then you can invite them to follow. So what I see happening is if somebody reaches out to me for a connection and I say yes, I log in a couple of days later and that person is now inviting me to follow their page. And I say yes to that as well. So get your connections first and then invite them to follow your page. If you already have connections, just go to your business page and there's somewhere in there it'll say invite, and you can invite people to follow your page.
It gives you like a bank kind of
Yeah.
150 invites you can use.
Yes.
Is it monthly? I think it's monthly.
Yes, every month you get a renewed amount. They they have a governor on it. Mine is $250 per month that I can invite. Same thing with your newsletter. If you decide to do a newsletter, you have a certain amount you can invite to follow your newsletter. And we have about almost 2,000 following our newsletter, 1,700 for our page. And then, yeah, I have a lot of people but I'm old and I've been around the block for a long time. So anyway.
Well, we love you.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. All right. I think that's it. I hope everybody got a good lesson about LinkedIn. It is your go-to. Go to it and tag your colleagues and get out there and do some community outreach and put it on LinkedIn. It'll work.
Thanks, everybody. See you next
Bye,
time.
everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.